Guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to the last video on the little Fiat 500. I said in the last video, after this project was complete, we're not going to be doing any more Fiat 500s on the channel. So we got quite a lot done on it last time. We actually got nearly all of it buttoned up and finished. There was a couple of little bits left to do, like go around, a couple of wheel nuts, and we're going to be getting all that done in this video and the side repeater. But most importantly, we're going to be getting on with this mess in here. These seats, they are disgusting. I think I said it in a previous video, I wish we had smell-o-vision so you could smell just how bad it is in this car. We was cleaning something one day and I threw this seat out there and give it a quick blow off with a jet wash, and I wanted to just quickly throw it back in here so you could get a rough idea of the difference between those seats after cleaning one. Now this has got to be cleaned again, it's far from perfect, but look at the colour difference. Let's actually stick that on top of that. Look at the difference there in colour, they're disgusting. So we're going to take both front seats out, take them outside, G101 them and jet wash them off. I don't even know how. The actual seat edge down here where the airbag is as bad as the base and the backing of the seat. And the backs of them are all quite dirty as well. Both door panels are quite bad, but the other side is the worst I've ever seen. And hopefully, I've got my fingers crossed that is all going to come off, because it stinks in here. It really does smell. I'm going to have to do the window back up, because Chris actually said last time when he walked in the workshop after we'd left it in here all night with the windows down, there was a bit of a funky smell in here. So we're going to crack on, get all that interior removed, get it outside and get this car completely nipped in the bud, cleaned, polished, valeted, finished in this video. No need for me to explain what I was doing there, very quick, but then I've done these quite a few times. But already the odour is starting to change, but this carpet is filthy. I'm going to need to give it a good hoover out and then possibly stick some shake and vac down or some fabric cleaner, give it a bit of a clean, and then fingers crossed that smell should go. But the door panels are quite messy as well. I'm so glad I've pulled it all out and laid it out like this so that I can actually do a bit of a demo. Let me know in the comment section, honestly, we've all seen dirty vehicles. Have you ever seen anything as disgusting as that in a little car like this? There is absolutely no need for that whatsoever. You'd put a seat cover on, wouldn't you? I mean, it just looks terrible. The back seat is not much better. The light is really doing it justice. You just can't see how bad that is. But of course, these cream, white, grey seats, whatever you'd like to call it, I think there's a bit of everything in there. They really do come up nice with a clean. And we'll probably try and do this live so that you can actually see all of the grime coming out of that seat. But it's just took me probably 15 minutes to get that whole interior out. We'll be washing the boot carpet as well. Again, on camera you can't see it, but there's quite a lot of stains and mess on that carpet. We'll lift the spare wheel out and we'll give it a real good once over clean. And I think that this will come up. Hopefully the inside comes up as bright as the outside. Let's set the jet wash up and get this interior cleaned. Quick trip to Kent Auto Salvage. Near side wheel arch liner, side repeater, chrome toe and eye cover, the bolts and an indicator bulb, £10. The only thing they didn't have was that front badge and a front toe and eye cover. So I'll have to, I'm sure we've already ordered the badge off the internet. We just need to get a front toe and eye cover for it. I've got some of this on time lapse behind me, but I just wanted to get close up and just show you, I've knocked this up quite strong. It's like 75% G101, 25% water, and I'm just spraying them up. I'm going to leave them for 10 minutes, let that soak right in, and then I'm going to jet them off. But that driver's seat, I would like to really just spray it up and do that live. So yeah, we will do the driver's seat live, but for the minute I'm just going to continue on and get these all sprayed up and let it soak in there and eat away at all that grime that's in the seats. About to start that worst seat, the driver's one, but the sun is very bright today, so you can't really see how nice they come up. But it's only took about 15 minutes and they've come up lovely, and I've got them spread out all around the yard again in the sun trying to dry. That base over there come up lovely. We got the other, I think that's the passenger seat. Yes, I need to put that in the sun in a moment, but we're going to move on to this driver's seat. It has been soaking for quite a while, and I'm going to get Chris to stand here while I jet wash it and just try and capture some of it. Guys, I do know a lot of you cringe when you see me with this jet washing seats, but this is something I've done for 20 years and it works for me. I'm not going to stop doing it. It really does work. The sun's out, they're going to dry out just great, so let's crack on and get it cleaned. Look at that already. Can you see that on camera?
Yeah, yeah.
I'll just try and clean that top bit and then we compare it. We'll just clean up one bolster and then we can compare that to the other side. Mind you, I hope that looks as good on camera there as it does here. Yeah, look at that compared to that.
That's good.
What a difference. I'm going to carry on and get this cleaned. We get them out in the sun. Doing the seat there, I thought that'd be quite a good bit to show. Half and half. What a difference. What a difference. Let's carry on and get the rest of it done. That's the whole lot all done. I'm going to probably take the door panels off, bring them out and do them. We can do them off camera. I'll be honest, I forgot about them. That was last night I started the video, so we'll crack on, get those removed, and then get all the inside of this cleaned out. Get some nice carpet fresh in there, let that soak in for a little while, and then give it another bit of a wipe out or another hoover out. Let's get on. So I had a quick run round it there with a buffer and some compound. I'll show you the compound I was using because a lot of you do always ask. Auto gloss compound. I'll put a link for it in the description for Amazon. But yeah, I just had a quick run around it with the buffer because there was a lot of writing still bled into the paint after we got all those stickers off. And I'm not going to give any advice or tell anyone how to use a mop because I am far from a professional. I just know enough to get by. I don't go crazy. I just went round it and just to give it a quick glaze over. But you can see the shine on that wing now. And I had Chris in the background keep bending down, checking that all the writing was gone. So that has completely gone now. I've done the bonnet, all of that's gone as well. We've done the door because that had some quite big bits in it, some big circles and bits and pieces. On that back quarter, I did give that a quick run over all the way round. As you can see, I've got a lot of rubbing compound on it. I'll take it outside in a minute and give it a nice wash, but I'll give that a quick going over. But we did have a repair done down there in that quarter and that has been blown in, so they did lose most of that there. And then I moved round and just done the tailgate because again, it had a lot of those circles and bits and pieces on there, and you can see that's come up quite nice as well. But we'll see it in the flesh when it's all finished. Once it's all washed and we've got everything off it and the glass is all clean, we'll see how it looks. Little bit of an update inside. Didn't want to show you me hoovering it out. It's quite straightforward, but you can see I hoovered it out and then I went quite mad with the old shake and vac. I didn't realise how mad I'd gone, but it smells lovely in here now. I did take both those door panels off as well and do them. I'm going to take it outside for a wash, and then after I come back in, I'm going to hoover all that out and start the process of fitting some bits back on. Like those door panels, you can see there, they're dry all the way down, but when you get to here, look, they're still wet, and that is leaving a bit of a watermark. So I'll probably try and false dry that, maybe with a blowgun or a hairdryer. So far so good. Let's get it outside and give it a nice clean. Look at that. I've been on it all day and got it as good as we're going to get it. It's at the point now where I think the little Clio's going tonight, possibly to a family member of mine wants it for one of their kids. So if they do, I'm now going to be running around in this for the next 200 miles before it goes. But look how lovely it's come up. Like I said earlier in the video, I'm no professional with that mop. I've just done my best and, you know, I managed to get by. There is still some tiny imperfections in this car and we wasn't going for showroom condition. I know there's a little tiny mark on the edge of the bonnet there and like a little stone chip just on the edge there by the light. We will go around and touch those up before it goes, but they're not affecting the car in any way, shape or form. This was the side I polished up, and I think you would agree, it come up very, very nice. Again, I know a couple of you are going to notice that little tiny ding in the door. We have got another door, but it's got a moulding on it. I've got it outside, so we just decided to roll with that. It is an 11 reg car. It's done a few miles. It's acceptable to have a few little bumps around it. And 9 times out of 10, it is a first-time driver that buys these little cars from me. So I'm quite happy to let it go like the way it is. We'll have a quick look around the outside and then we'll move on to the inside. So all of those sticker marks have all come out, and you can see just by running that polisher over it, it really has brought it up quite nicely. There's a lovely shine on it. Let's move to the inside. I mean, the seats, as you can see, at the bottom quarter there, they are still wet. Up here they're dry. They've been outside all day. And this base is reasonably dry, but you have got a little bit here. So, I mean, they will dry out, no problem. It'll be back outside tomorrow with all the windows and doors open. Again, the door panels, they're almost dry. And you do get some little dark patches and watermarks come up, but that will just want wiping over with a damp cloth after. It smells terrific in here. It smells so much better. That bit of shake and vac on the carpet, I'll let it soak in there for a couple of hours and it smells great. Again, the back seats have all come up very, very nice, but still very damp. It will be staying in the workshop tonight and I will be dropping the glass back down. The reason I put the glass up was just to show that I'd polished it all. Well, I've just been round and cleaned all the glass because I wanted to get the car finished. But if you remember what this car looked like, I'll put a picture in now. What a difference it is to the day that we had it delivered here. And of course, this was part of the lorry load that we purchased. Let me know what you think in the comment section about this little car. Do you think it come up quite nice? We're quite satisfied with how it come up. Again, that seat, bit wet there and a little bit wet there, but that door panel, that was the worst of it all. And I sprayed that, left it for a good 20 minutes, half an hour, and sprayed it off with a jet wash, and it's come up lovely. There's a lot of paperwork there I found underneath the seat, and we're just going to wait until we light the log burner, and we're going to chuck all that in there rather than chuck it in the bin. Beautiful little car, ideal for a first time driver or a second car. Guys, what do you think of the last little Fiat 500 in the episode? We're not going to be doing any more Fiat 500s. I said it in a previous video, once this one was done, we was done with Fiat 500s on the channel. I'll still be doing some off camera. If they come up worth the money, I'll always buy them. The bits are getting cheaper and cheaper for them, and they still good news, the little cars. So I was going to do the numbers on it because it is the last video, but Chris has popped out. I got him to write everything down on a sheet. I can't find it and I can't get hold of him. I think he's not answering the phone because he's driving. All I can really remember is it was just shy of £1,100, like £1,090 that car owes us, with all of the paintwork behind the bumpers and the car itself. So it wasn't the cheapest one out there, but we're going to ask $19.95 for it. Just like I've said from day one, I've always asked that money from them, from 09 up to 2012. They're all worth $19.95. So I'll be putting a year's MOT on it. If it's got 6 months or more, I'll leave it. If it needs an MOT, it'll be going with a year's MOT on it, and I'll be asking $19.95 for it. So I do hope you enjoyed the video. Like I say, it is the last one on the Fiat 500, so I hope you do enjoy it. If you haven't already, follow us on Instagram, where we put little sneak peeks throughout the day at Salvage Rebuilds. Check out the merchandise, the link is in the description. Like, subscribe and share, and we'll see you very, very soon in the next one.